Hi, a very good afternoon to everybody who is listening to us. Today we have with ourselves Mr. Suryatirtha, who is the founder of Change Initiative, which was started in 2002. So thank you so much, Suryatirtha, for joining us and giving us your time today.
Yeah, thank you, Shashwat. It's been a pleasure to interact with the Toolbox team for the last couple of months.
So glad to hear that. So, I mean, even before, we get into the organization about the kind of work your organization does, I just want to know more about you. Like, what really made you start Change Initiative? What was the journey like a kid or like, what made you to get associated to a cause like this? So if you would share something on those lines.
Actually, I'm a media person,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to adopt media principles to development issues. So that was my interest, and so my interest was in 2002. It was the early days of ICTs and computers,
Right.
relatively early days, and it had very little application on the development field. So I just wanted to see how can I use computers for information, spreading information among the community. So that stoked my interest in sort of working with a group of like-minded people to set up this NGO. Mainly the purpose was computers have a lot of storage capacities, a lot of storage and retrieval capacities. You can get a lot of things that can be done at that time through information use. Internet had just started then. So we wanted to see how we can use the information to help the relatively less well-off. That was the basic idea behind Change Initiatives.
So as soon as internet boomed and computers IT was in, you thought this is the perfect time also for you to bring that change for the people who are not really aware of it and try to get them also at the same scale as
Yeah,
others
yeah.
so that they can also make the most benefit out of the computers and the internet back then. So when you started off, was it you alone that you started or you started with somebody else? Uh,
Uh, we are actually mainly it's my idea, but according along with the Jhumpa Ghosh, she's my wife.
Good.
So she was also a media person, and
Right.
she's also very good at sort of reaching out to the grassroots. So mainly both of us, we sort of.
So were you married at that point when you started it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. That's a great combination to have somebody who's media and understands, grassroots. So I think
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
critical space. So could you just tell more about your organization and what it really does if you were to summarize them about it?
Um, uh, we are essentially uh, we are an ICT for development organization, and now when now we are more into digital content organization, because now, I mean, initially computers were not that much available in those early years, but now computers, mobile phones, this spread has increased rapidly and disseminated widely. So we more into digital content these days, and as we sort of our early projects were mainly on how to set up ICT centers in rural areas where people would come to where we would give them free training,
Right.
and then those who came to do free training, they sort of in return they used to take information from the community centers, and that they would sort of spread it among its community. It was a kind of information dissemination model which won global acceptance also at the World Summit of Information Society in 2003. And after that, we used to do things related to information exchange, like farmers in India uh, involved in communication on good practices and bad practices with not bad practice, I would say, good practices, or so with agriculture specialists in India and the Europe, and how they used to exchange information. And then we did these kind of projects. Like another we did was a telecenter on wheels, where this information centers, they were, it was a kind of rickshaw, rickshaw vans and all. So it has a solar panel on the top, and inside the van itself, we had a computer and everything, where there was a lot of information, and which we used to take to the doorsteps of the community in rural villages. So we did some very interesting projects. But at the same time, we realized that as we gave information, some more things need to be done for the those who are not disadvantaged, who are disadvantaged, to make full use of information. So we then moved to sort of kind of what do you call it? Downstream activity, you can call it. We moved to education. I mean, education and setting up wherever we took those telecenter, mobile telecenters. We realized that education was a true need in those people. So we, after school classes, we decided to do that in a big way. Since then, we have evolved a lot, and there are actually two aspects of our program. One of this is digital component of the program, and the other aspect is education, more about education, I think, which we did more with you people in this last 3-4 months. And also, we are also into environment majorly in terms of. So if you look at it just now, where we are, just a kind of snapshots. So we are heavily into school coding project. I mean, we encourage 10 government schools in West Bengal to coding practices and how to apply coding to social development projects, etc. That is one aspect of the project. Second, we have a project called digital literacy, where we train people to be digital literate, how to use the internet efficiently, and how to collect basic information, how to collect, like how to fill up forms, how to fill up bus forms, how to fill up train tickets, how to use the Facebook more effectively, and these kind of things, basic digital applications on the internet. So that is another aspect of the project that we do. These are two projects. And in environment, we are majorly involved in planting what do you call, mangrove trees and various kind of trees, So
Right.
these are, you can call them as carbon captures, carbon sequesterers, they say. I mean, there's a carbon dioxide in the environment. These trees sort of, the more you plant these trees, they sort of inhale the carbon dioxide kind of thing and give out oxygen.
Right.
So this is a major project for fighting against climate change. And these three projects, another, we are also involved in implementing sort of what you call biotech wells,
Okay. Could
In
you
West Bengal, there's a lot of
explain a
groundwater.
bit more? Yeah, what
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Yeah.
In West Bengal, there's a lot of groundwater contamination.
Okay.
So you need to have big wells which can sort of filter the arsenic, etc., which is there in the groundwater, and proper water can
Okay.
be taken out. So that is project we are involved in. And we are also majorly involved in the schools project, where we are sort of in around 7-8 centers in West Bengal. We give basic primary education to school children. We sort of you have heard like factories getting closed down and they're being opened. So we look at schools that are closed down and we open it up again, and we give education to the children.
Wow.
And one of these key projects in which we were more, and you helped us more, which was the in preparing all the pitch deck and materials. It is in 5 schools in the western part of West Bengal, near Bihar, Jharkhand, in Purulia district.
Yes.
So there 5 tribal schools, which we have kind of revived them through giving basic primary education. So this is basically a bird's eye view, and we work in West Bengal, Assam, and we'll be working in Rajasthan very soon with.
Oh, so happy, and I hope it starts really soon. Best wishes for you for it to start as soon as possible. So I'm very intrigued to know, from starting off with the rickshaw puller model where you said that, you took those computers to the households to now working in different sectors, be it education, be it, with environment, be it climate. And it seems to be a big journey, from just doing that to now running so many different models. Personally, as a founder, what were the challenges that you faced along the way to scale to such a level? Um, if something you would want to share with the audience or other people who are because a lot of NGOs wants to scale, at a certain point they're not able to. So, what are the kind of challenges that you kind of faced during the journey of yours?
Actually, we kind of specialized. The basic thing is what do you call it? Delegation of responsibilities. So we delegate responsibilities to the point of abdication. So
Right.
So that is a key thing which has helped in the expansion.
Right.
And second is like my specialization is more on monitoring and evaluation. And our director Jhumpa Ghosh's specialization is more on what do you call it? Building coordination among the grassroots.
Right.
I mean, grassroots institution, local municipalities, the local government, at a very effective coordination among the grassroots. That is her specialty.
Right.
And in each what do you call it, vertical, we have very people who are skilled in that field. So, and plus we have a very good board of directors and advisors who sort of help us in the way.
Right.
So you can call it like a focus on specializing a division along verticals, and that is the key thing.
Correct. And because I've spoken to a lot of founders recently, and I think one of the major challenges that they faced is in terms of getting the right recruitment or like the right individuals for the job, because they feel like they some people lack the skill set, or if they have the necessary skill set, they're asked the pay ask is very high. So what's been the key for you to find these gems in between all those who can take that ownership, who can kind of drive those verticals, like you said, that you're able to so efficiently delegate these responsibility to them?
Actually, we are in a kind of sweet spot, because one of our advisors, he specializes in rural development.
Okay.
So we are just fortunate that he gives us the right people to us to sort of go ahead. Right. So we are, in that sense, we are fortunate. And secondly, as we said, that I am overall in charge of monitoring and evaluation at RITSA. Right. So I do it. Okay, I manage it, a lot of things. And again, our director Jhumpa Ghosh, he's a
Right.
She's a very good grassroots mobilizer and local level coordinator. She does excellently. Various institutions. So we do get people who are suited for our needs. I mean, they are very very well tuned with the local environment, local context. So
That's great to know. I mean, I think what one thing out of the conversation that I can definitely take is that you uh like what really worked for you is finding the right people, right from the directors to the partners, who have then been able to bring in that stability in different verticals at be it at any level or be it at any kind of work that they're doing. And that's really the expertise in different field has allowed you to kind of expand and bring the kind of quality that you bring into the kind of work you do.
yeah. But ultimately, it's about working in the grassroots and building a stakeholder partnership right from the donor at the top to the various grassroots organizations. So that we believe is a key thing. And
Sure. Thank you so much for sharing these. So, so I just want to have one more question. Is there a new initiative, like you said, the one that you're trying to start in Rajasthan? Is that something that you are planning to start this year? And if you could tell a little bit about what is the kind of initiative that you're planning to start there?
No, it's all related to Rajasthan is it's a kind of what do you call it? It's not I mean, West Bengal is a very green area. Rajasthan is a relatively
Right.
dry area. It's all the planting trees
Okay.
in Rajasthan. So that's it's just we are just expanding in this the capabilities we have regarding planting trees, which again is about grassroots level coordination, planting
Right.
trees, getting so that is
Getting
it.
the
So
volunteers and
yeah. So
thank you so much,
yeah.
Suryatirtha. It was a pleasure talking to you today, and thank you for taking up the time.
Thank you.
More about you and your organization.
Yeah. Thank you. It was also a great. I mean, your initiative. We also benefited from a lot from your sessions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.